Coach, some of those in the silver-haired community would say it's a great day for golf, and it is, don't get me wrong, but we say it's a great day for football, and the roof is wide open here in Glendale at State Farm Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Arizona Cardinals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go. Hey, hold on. Hey, eat. Crunch time, defense.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Second down, Murray sets to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Able to find Isabella. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards the pickup, good enough for an Arizona first. Here's Murray from midfield. That ball complete to Isabella. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Murray gets this one to Isabella, and he's taken down inside the 30. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Throwing on first down is Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Cardinals take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
A throw complete to Dorsett, and they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
Let's go.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the first. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Watson steps away to his left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Now let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys. Because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
Murray now on first down. Forced out to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And finding the tight end Hooper. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
How about the timing on that one? Where they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, balls out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, Watson. This one complete to Jordan Reed. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? It sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second and 11 now. Watson. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line.
First down.
Hey, we got a snapper. We got a snapper. 58, come on. Hey, 24. And up. He's checking crack. Hey, 28. Watch safety green. Watch safety. And up.
Fournette, a first down carry. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Back to throw, Watson. Green brings it in. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Faking the give. Now Watson. They'll roll him out right. And the catch good. It's Eifert. No gain there on the completion. Second and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. A first down carry here for Johnson. Benardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on second and 8. Murray. Throw left side complete to Isabella. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Murray now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Murray now on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Get him, boys. Yeah, that's how we do, D.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tighten up, tighten up. Pull it together.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. It's complete to Drake. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded at the 2. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson now to throw. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Emmanuel Ogbah make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Now it's Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down. Here's Dustin. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. Right through him.
Boom, bam, biff.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Watson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let it go deep. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Here's Johnson. An anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Check.
1st down, Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Andy Isabella was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Murray now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But 2nd down instead.
It's 2nd down and 10.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Tackles.
A final shot before half from Murray. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, it does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
And the Texans, 1st down.
Fournette running right. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. You don't see that a ton, do you? With the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Murray escaping the pressure right. Now he lets it go. He's got a man. Complete. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cardinals. Christian Kirk 77 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Leonard Fournette. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. It's caught over the middle. Hooper. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
Here's Murray. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked.
Well, no takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 27, Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Watson now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Watson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, some credit there to A.J. Green because he's so tough to cover. Sometimes he causes those penalties.
And he's one of the more difficult guys to cover in the NFL because of his ability to do just about anything on a route. Hard to do. Creates a lot of pass interference calls.
The tackle there by George Odom.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Watson's throw pulled in by Hopkins. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third down, Fournette. Oh, it breaks another. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Cardinals 21, Texans 10.
Set. 19. Check out. 59. Check 25.
Now Leonard Fournette. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it third down. From the gun, here's Watson. Buying time to his left. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. This is why I could never make it as a quarterback at any level, especially the NFL. To have the poise to stay in that pocket, know you're going to take the hit, but still deliver it for a touchdown. Great play.
I have to agree with you on that one. When I see those hits coming, I wanted to exit the pocket. I'm getting the heck out of there. Instead, we just saw someone stay in there and make the throw downfield.
And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Charles, you said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check, 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 check. Trump.
Second down, Murray sets to throw. That ball complete to Isabella. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA and power forward. It's a really difficult task.
It's a gain of 9 yards, and that's going to bring up a third down. The Cardinals on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun on third down, Murray. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 43 yards. That's evidence of why you spend a high draft pick on a receiver, isn't it, Charles?
It certainly is, his ability to make plays like that, and we've seen flashes of it from him so far in his rookie season. But also, it opens things up for the rest of the offense because they have to bring their attention to him as well.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5. Watch a slant, watch a slant.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They go back to the ground with Johnson. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
We got to step it up.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. Going to throw deep for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Austin Hooper. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Going deep for Hopkins. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Deontay Thompson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. From the 24, Murray. They've got his man complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Cardinals push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. On first down, Watson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now Fournette. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the red zone now, Watson. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Now it's Watson.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll come out in the pistol. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. To throw is Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And that will get out of bounds. Lucky there. They keep possession inside the 5. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd.
Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator,
that's called being in the zone.
So for the Cards, they just keep on rolling as they move to 9-2 with a win here.